Your turn, Libra. What do we have in store for the Libra? What's going on with Libra? Anything new? Trying to take better care of yourself. Dealing with something or someone that maybe isn't really kind of like, you know, up to par. Isn't really your taste. Trying to deal with something that maybe you don't want to deal with. Something that you don't like. A little angry, a little irritated about something. That's what I'm feeling. Alright, so what is this about? It's supposed to be about romantic love. So what is this? Is this involving romantic love? What is this feeling that is involving Libra right now? Seven of Cups. Illusionary success. Yes. Okay. Not satisfied with something. So could you be making something up or fabricating something? Not sure. Maybe making more out of something than it is. You know? Kind of like that story, you know. Well, they say, some people say when they caught a fish, you know, it was this big, but it was really like this big. Okay. Doesn't matter, I guess. If you know that you're successful, I guess what does it matter? But, you know. I am getting that. Somebody could be dealing with somebody who is maybe, maybe they're trying to impress and they're like trying to say that they're doing more than they, you know, really have. Or maybe they're like, you know, boosting themselves up. Kind of getting something like that. It's about romantic love. Let's find out about romantic love. Yeah, that's what it is. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. Or Pentacles. It's interesting. So, oh, that's cool. It looks like a little crab. If you are a Marylander, if you're from Maryland, born and raised Baltimore girl here, you like Maryland steamed crabs, and that's what's kind of coming to mind there. They're very good. All right. Two of Cups. So, somebody could be having a date, meeting up with somebody. Maybe someone's going to get seafood, crabs in particular, or whatever. It's just really sticking out to me. Now, whoever it is, I feel like somebody could be imagining or fantasizing about whoever it is that they're with, thinking that maybe this person is, you know, it's kind of like, you know, when certain people, when they get together, they get into a relationship, or if they just start dating somebody, they immediately start thinking long term. You know, you just like literally started talking to this person, like, you know, you met them or whatever recently. You just started talking to them, and you're already thinking about, you know, what your paint colors are going to be when you get married. It's like that. You know, what are we going to paint the wall in the kids' room? You know, it's like that. It's like somebody's already picking out their patterns, their their colors and everything like that, and it's just like, dude, you know what? You know, so somebody's like imagining something. You know, somebody could even be like, maybe that could be something that somebody does a lot. They think about, you know, the long term. You know, right when they start getting to know somebody. Is it good to imagine those things? Yeah. Is it bad? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not good or bad. But we tend to kind of like, you know, make things more than what they are, or sometimes even we impose certain restrictions on people because, you know, once we kind of like, we put people on a certain level or we think a certain way about somebody, then when they do something wrong, it kind of shatters our vision of them, you know. A lot of different things about that. Anyway, all right. So, I can't help but feel somebody feels disappointed with whatever this is. Okay, so this feels like two people that are going on a date. It really just feels like that. Tell me about these two. What are these two people doing? Five of Wands reverse, High Priestess. Is somebody really competing with another person? For like, you know, psychic abilities, or, you know, trying to like see what somebody else is doing or what's going on in their mind. That's not very spiritual, is it? That's not what a true High Priestess does. That's what I got. I feel like there's two people here that are competing. Somebody might have a little bit more money. Somebody might actually have the heart space for it. Okay. Okay. This is quite simple. There actually could be two people coming together that are like, you know, very spiritual. Maybe they're on their spiritual path. They're just starting out. And it could be like two people that kind of get together. I mean, like, could it be like two readers, two psychics, two channelers, two witches? I'm not kind of getting that, but, you know, it could be like two people that are into divination. You know, I can't necessarily say healers. You know, could be. You know, it's something like that, but it's like two people. It's almost like it's more of a what's what I'm looking for? It feels more entrepreneurial, is what it feels like. It feels a little weird. It feels a little weird. But I feel like they're almost like competing with each other, even though they're kind of like the same thing. And I feel like they're kind of like romantically interested or something like that. So this could be like two people that, you know, let's just say, for example, two readers, you know, two people that read tarot, you know, could be getting together. But something is a little bit weird. It almost feels like it's like a little bit competitive, but it feels a little bit petty. All right? It feels a little weird. That's not, I don't know, it's not very spiritual. Okay. Got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Strength. Ten of Swords. Sun. Got the Ace of Swords here. I'm just going to put it this way. I don't necessarily know that these two, I mean, could they be romantic? Yeah, it feels a little weird here. Something feels a little weird. So, it really isn't really much to this. Honestly, it just feels weird. Something's weird. Something feels off. If something feels off, listen to your intuition. Just listen to yourself. Even though you have the Sun here and it's really not like that bad, you have this Ten of Swords which says ruin, which is a bit uncomfortable, but, you know, maybe it could feel like a great betrayal, even though it may not be. Maybe to other people it may not seem that bad, but to you it could be like, you know, kind of devastating. You know, it's like certain things that would injure me or wound me that somebody would do. May not, other people might look at it and be like, you know, Grace, what's the big deal? And to me, that is actually a big deal, you know? And that could be what it is, you know, maybe it's something like that. Something feels weird, it feels petty. I almost feel like somebody could be getting together with somebody, almost like to take something from them, to lead them on. But there's some sort of benefit. And I did say something about entrepreneurial. I did say something about that a little while ago. What the hell is this, Libra? What is this? Tell me what this is. I don't know what this is. When we channel certain things or we get certain messages, we can't always see what it is because we can't relate to it. But we're saying what the messages are, so that's why it's like sometimes we need your help to kind of help us understand what the hell it is that we're reading. You know? Got the Lovers here too. Something just feels weird. All right, and we're just going to chalk it up because I don't know whatever this is. It's actually kind of annoying. It just feels annoying. I don't know what it is. That Lover's still there at the bottom of the deck, which is a beautiful card, but I have to kind of cover it. It really is a beautiful card. This is Heaven and Earth Tarot. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. Anyway, you do. You have two people who are like, you know, that are together. They come together. You have this, you know, Three of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups, then you have the Three of Swords, then you have the Four of Cups, then you have the, you know, Eight of Pentacles, then you have Six of Cups, and then you have Princess of Cups. So this is like, you know, I'm trying to see how the scenario could be going. Only thing I'm like getting is like little snippets and like keywords. So perhaps somebody thought, you know, okay, we can look at it this way. Let's say, you know, two people came together. They thought that they had shared interests. I don't necessarily know that they do. You know, sometimes people get together with others and they think that, you know, I like that person. I'm interested in whatever it is that they do. And then that person starts to kind of like take on those energies and they start to kind of like, they start to do the things that that person does when it's like initially you never even did it before. You maybe found out you liked it, but after a while you realize, you know, this really isn't for me. This isn't like part of my soul. This doesn't feel good. You know, I liked you, but maybe I don't really like you. You know, or I liked what you were doing because at the time it was really, really cool. But all of a sudden it's like, you know what? It's not really my thing. It's kind of like that. I'm getting somebody that maybe even has to go back to the drawing board. Starting back from the beginning. That's kind of how it's being shown to me. It's like, you know, getting together with somebody and, you know, somebody maybe pretends to be something or thinks that they're something, or maybe they actually feel like they do have a drive or a motivation towards a certain goal, or maybe even a certain person, or maybe something that, you know, you're romantically involved with this person. And let's say it's just a crazy example. It doesn't have to be it, but I'm just trying to give an example so people can understand what the hell I'm talking about, because I'm having a hard time with it myself. But let's say, you know, let's say you don't like roller skating, you know, but you start dating someone who their life, everything, they eat, sleep, roller skating. And you know what you do, and they teach you a little bit, and you're like, you get your own skate. You're like, this is kind of fun. I kind of like it. You know, hey, let's start you know, start our own roller rink, or like let's have a roller skating club. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just go with it. And then after a while, you get these banged up knees, you know, it gets expensive, and then there's like a lot of problems with it. You know, people either do or they don't want to do something. You know, people are on board with it, then people start making fun of you, whatever it is. And you're like, you know what, I really don't even like roller skating that much. I liked you and I wanted to be with you and I wanted to be part of that. But you know what, I realized I don't really like it. It's like that, okay? So you can take it however it is, whether that be, spirituality. It could be two people who are tarot card readers. Maybe one person is a better reader, and the other person's like, yeah, you know what, I kind of like tarot. I want to start reading, They start getting into it, then they realize, I don't think I'm really cut out for tarot reading because there's a lot that's involved in it. Not only, learning everything, but, the emotional aspect, the opening of the third eye, how your life changes, your entire paradigm shifts, your entire complete world shifts. And once you get started, you can't go back. It's just like, oh, I want to go back. Oh, now my life's almost is like a mess right now. It's kind of like that, however it is, you get with somebody and archery. You're like, this person does archery. They take you, they're like, hey, let's go on a date to do archery. Okay, yeah, that actually sounds like fun. I'll try anything once, twice if I like it. So you gotta go and you shoot through a few arrows and you're like, hey, this is kind of cool. And what do? You end up spending, you're like, I want my own because I'm going to be doing this with this person all the time. And then you spend like, $8,000 on all this equipment and then something happens, you break up and you're like, you have all this archery stuff and you're never going to go again. It's like that. I hope this makes sense. Yeah. I don't think there was really much after that, but all right. So what's the advice for Libra? You got Justice and the Magician, and you got the Devil. So what I'm kind of getting from that is, it's like there's something else for you. Or if you are involved with somebody, it doesn't mean you have to be submerged into their life or anything like that. And look, after the Devil, you have the Seven of Wands, and then you have the Six of Swords. Okay, so maybe something else would serve you better, or maybe being true to yourself. Or if this is somebody that's trying to kind of be part of your world, maybe maybe they need to kind of maybe you need to kind of let them go. Sometimes people will hold on for dear life, or if sometimes if you see somebody that you could be like, you don't really have to do this with me. You can do your own thing. We can still be together. We can still hang out. You don't have to do, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's making any damn sense. Anyway, I'm leaving it there. I'm done with this. It's weird. I am getting that element of sabotage, though. I don't feel comfortable letting this go. Think about this, Devil. That's what I feel like. It's like there's a Two of Swords. Yeah. And that could be part of it. Somebody just needs to, literally the Two of Swords here says peace. So maybe somebody needs to kind of just be like, okay, I have to let this go. I was hanging out with this person because, I liked the benefit of something. I did like them, or I thought I liked them. I really don't like them that much. Or there's something weird here. I don't know. I gotta let this go. This is driving me nuts. So I hope this makes sense. Somebody's just so conflicted. And this Two of Swords here, it literally is like being in a stalemate. You're kind of like locked, like in a deadlock. It's like in a deadlock. Tell me about this Justice and this Magician. Actually, tell me about this Magician right here. I had the door open today for Dexter. Tower. Knight of Swords. This feels like a totally different energy. Somebody could be coming in to rescue another person. What? What is this? Success unfulfilled. There's Justice here. What is going on? I cannot understand this. Success unfulfilled. So I feel as though something's going to be discovered or uncovered. That's what it is. That's probably why I'm feeling like, I don't know what's going on, because someone is like kind of like feeling like they're in the dark and there's something going on around them that they really don't even know anything about, but they know that something is a little bit off or something's weird. And it may have something to do with whoever it is that you've been partnered with, or, and partner doesn't necessarily mean romantic. To a degree, it kind of feels romantic. So for some of you, it is. But for others of you, it could just be somebody that, you're kind of sharing a certain goal with. You're both, working to achieve something together, to grow something. I feel like you're going to find out, and that's going to be like the justice that you're going to need. It's going to be like that making of something right. So somebody's going to be setting the record straight. There, I'm going to leave it there. Someone's going to be setting the record straight. Whoever it is that maybe, they probably invested something, time, energy, or into something, and it really just didn't pan out the way that they wanted because somebody was feeling like they were depriving themselves of something, or they were giving up something of themselves. And I feel like somebody's going to be coming in almost like literally, even if it's going to be causing a catastrophe, it, in a sense, is going to be a rescue. Okay? It's like Saved by the Bell or something like that. So I hope this makes sense. I don't know. I'm sorry, Libra. I think so. Whoever this reading is for, they're going to know what the hell it is. They're going to know what it is. I don't know what it is because this isn't my story. So that's it. I'm just reading it. All right. Like, comment, share, follow if this is going on TikTok. For YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to reach out to me to book a private reading, you can email becomethestar1111@gmail.com, or you can DM me through Instagram, Become the Star, all one word, all lowercase. Make sure that you're paying attention to the spelling of the word Become the Star, okay? Anything, any deviation from it, any, underscores or anything like that, dots, extra letters, it's not me. It's a scammer, okay? Be careful who it is that you follow. If you're following a scammer, then you are basically accepting that behavior, okay? Anyway, I'm leaving it there. Good luck. And drop me a comment. Let me know if this makes any sense to you, and let me know if this is your story. That's it.